go.
Well, that's it. The 2012 World Carp Classic is now officially started. So the next thing will be to see who catches the first fish. It's fantastic to be here at Lake Bolsena. It's fantastic to be here in such a fantastic setting. But let's see. Everything is set now to be a fantastic, fantastic event.
Yeah, hi, it's Stuart Downing, reporting in from Lake Bolsena. Rob's had our third fish of the competition. We got in late last night, didn't have our rods in the water till about 8, I guess. And he kicked off with a common of 10.2 kilo. I retaliated with a 10.3 kilo common, and now he's just come back and kicked me royally with this 11.8 mirror. So a fabulous fish, probably only 0.5% of the population of the lake, so a really special fish. He's pleased as punch with it, had a great fight, took him into a few weed beds. We've got a lot of weed out here, as you can probably see. And yeah, just great. I mean, we're really off to a strong start. We're having a fabulous time so far. We're running out of food and it's getting cold, so we won't be too much longer, I hope. But all good.
Right, well the competition started and the competitors are starting to catch some fish, but I understand this is quite a decent sized one, so I've actually come down to have a look at this one myself. It's been really exciting to see. Over the first night, over 30 fish have been caught, and the reports are coming in from all over the lake. But what's particularly interesting about this at the moment is the fact that the fish are being caught at night as well as during the day. So as it stands at the moment, this is certainly going to be a record year for the event with the amount of carp that are caught. The amount of carp that have been caught so far, although the numbers are very high, the weights of the fish aren't that big at the moment. But anyway, where there's small ones, there's going to be big ones. But this is certainly the biggest one that's been caught so far. So let's go and have a look at it. Up until now, the fish that we've been catching in the World Carp Classic, the majority of them have been mirror carp from Lac de Medine, from the Orient, and from Lac Amont. But here, these are all common carp, at least the majority of them. It's 98% common carp that are being caught, but look at them, they're spectacular. The colours are lovely, massive great big heads, perfect condition, and the majority of them have never been caught before, so this is a virgin carp. That's it. Mr. Pete Wilson, Johan, I'll come down and congratulate you guys. I understand you've had a result.
Well, yeah.
You got one in the bag.
We certainly have.
You're on the scoreboard.
Yes. Lost 3.
Yes. That's a different story.
Yes,
I'm
course.
talking about not the ones that got away, but the ones you've actually caught.
Yeah, we think we've sorted it out a little bit more now.
Yeah?
So the weed don't appear to be a problem until you get a fish stuck in it.
Yeah.
And then it's, you know...
It becomes a problem.
Yeah, of course it does.
I've been speaking to a couple of the other guys that have had a similar sort of issue, but it's interesting to hear the different techniques that they're using on how they're getting the fish out. One guy lost one, first fish he lost. He's now adopted a different tactic, and they've actually been getting them out. So
Yeah.
what are your tactics?
Well, changing rigs to start with.
Right.
And a little bit smaller hooks as well,
Yeah.
and smaller leads.
Right.
And obviously we're rejecting the leads to start with, but we thought that the first 2 takes we had, the fish was on, and I almost felt the lead eject and the fish come off.
Yeah.
and I wondered, we didn't really need to be using the weight of leads that we were using.
Sure.
We've dropped down the lead size, increased the hook length length, dropped the hook size down, and it seems to have worked.
Let's see. Look, you're actually fishing with some very interesting people here, and some quite famous people as well. Perhaps you introduce us to the rest of your team.
Well, this is Paul, and he fell in this morning.
Did he?
With a little bit of help. But this is my partner Johan, who's the WBC World Kickboxing Champion in K1, Muay Thai,
Kickboxing.
and kickboxing. So in 3 titles.
Crikey, righty. I noticed you got something up here, Johan. Are you in training?
Yeah.
Can you actually get your leg up that high? I mean, I can just about get my fist up that high. Can you just give us a quick demo on what you can do with this thing? Now that would really hurt. I'm certainly not fighting you, that's for sure. Is last year we fished at Lac de Medine.
Yeah.
Lovely lake in France.
Yeah, yes, it's good.
And now we come to here, Lake Bolsena,
Yeah.
10 times bigger than Medine.
Yeah.
What do you think of this lake?
For me, in Bolsena is very big. Many chance
Yeah,
for the winner. And imagine just for me, and 10 and 50 good spot.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
120 team is very difficult for fish.
sure.
It's possible, and the change for the competition.
Sure. You've won world championship events, some of
Yeah.
the biggest events in the world.
Yeah.
And but to win this World Carp Classic, obviously, you know, you're famous for winning other events, but this is a fishing event. What would it mean for you to win this event with your team here?
For me, is the best competition. For me, is the best competition. I like many people and many teams. It's good guys. Frank Warwick, Hardy Veldkamp, and Nash team, Ronnie Dugro. It's very, and for me, in the fiesta and the fishing and carp, is many good people, many good guys.
Excellent.
Good job for us and your team and WCC. It's very good for me.
Thank you very much. Well, look, you really look forward to coming down and seeing you with a fish on the end of your line with the rod bent over.
Too late, Ross.
Hey, you like it then, huh?
So glad, Ross. You know, the last years I was unlucky with the picking.
Yeah, sure.
Finally,
Yeah, you got a good spot. You're fishing with a new partner this year. You're fishing in a new lake. You've been a great supporter of the World Carp Classic.
Thank you.
How do you feel, first of all, about being in Italy and fishing this lake?
You don't have to go to another country anymore, mate. This is fantastic. The vibe with the people is totally different than France. And we got an electricity cable in our bivvy, 30 meters. We can charge everything. The Italian people, look, the watermelon, we get it from the guy of the coffee shop. Richard, I never met him in my life. He's a friend of Emiliano. He introduced me to him. He's a great guy to fish with. Has a lot of knowledge about the lake. He speaks perfectly English. I'm very glad that I can fish with him. I'm proud to be fishing with him.
I'm proud too. I'm really happy.
For the first time, we're really on a good spot.
Sure.
And we feel confident, the bait is working. We're 14.7 now, 39. And this was roughly
13 something like that.
we'll see later on. I don't know,
So
who's the one in lead with how many
The
kilos?
fish are being caught all over the place at the
Okay.
moment. They are being literally, I mean, there's fish being caught. And what's interesting is they're being caught during the day and at night, which is fantastic. But how do the fish compare here? How do they fight?
They fight unbelievable strong. And they're all beautiful looking like they've never been caught before. Hey, when you see the mouth,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
They're really powerful, and it's quite difficult this spot because we have a lot of wheat, and they going into the wheat. We have to pull it very hard, and but we lost one fish yesterday night. The
Right.
first one, but we hope so. We will keep going.
So when the alarm goes off and there's a boop, 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 what happens? Describe that feeling.
I tell you one thing, I was there drinking a coffee this morning, I think 7 or 8 o'clock, And then he gives me a shout, and my rod was going off, so I picked up the rod, but I almost run over the boss of the cork shop.
But the rod it was nearly coming out from
In the water.
Amazing one, amazing.
It's fantastic.
Well, it's
I'm
great.
very, very glad that I've been here and I can fish this World Championship.
Well, good luck, guys. Well, look, the marshals are here now, so what we can do is we can get your fish weighed. So let's get the fish weighed and let's actually get these back in the water and swimming away
Glad
again.
to be here. Thanks
Okay,
for
well
everything.
done.